Right, so I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So this earth is filled with corruption, man. You know, it's ultimately filled with corruption. You know, and every day it's being shown. Right, so let's get this real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 41. And the scripture says, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up. So corruption is grown up, man. Right? And you're going to only see corruption increase. Right? Because here in this world, which is filled with carnality, people will always find a way to be corrupt so they can gain riches. Right? For an example, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, as long as they can keep the prisons full, they keep making money off you. Because what I heard is just having one of you and a bed can cost up to $200 to $500. Why you think Michael Jordan, right? Why you think he invested in prisons? His own people getting locked up. He invested in prisons, right? And you got to understand something too, is that these laws that's here in America wasn't created for the, how I'm trying to say that these laws wasn't created for you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. These laws were created ultimately for Esau, Edom. But what Esau, Edom didn't understand is that the Most High controlled all these things. So for an example, when you look at, what is that? The First Amendment, freedom of speech, the freedom of press, right? The freedom of religion. Ultimately, that was a Lord that allowed that. Right? So that's why the scripture also tell you in let's get this. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1, it says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievous which they have prescribed. So they will lock a lot of you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans up only for the simple fact of increasing in riches. Because again, America is completely corrupt. Like, you have a such thing that's called billionaires. Why is there billionaires in the world when you got people that's living paycheck to paycheck, people that can't even pay their rent on time, people that can't pay their car note, right? People that can't pay their water bills or an electric bill. But here you got billionaires and millionaires. This is how you know America is corrupt, right? America is corrupt. This place needs to be destroyed. Because as long as you have in a wicked world, this is what, like the scriptures tell you in the book of Psalms 73. What is that? Psalm 73 and 3, I believe. Right, Psalm 73 and 3, it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Because if you could see that the prosperity of the wicked, which we actually went into a video on, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and we was describing the wicked. So this video can actually be a part 2 of that video, because it tells you about the prosperity of the wicked, this particular verse, right? So it tells you how the wicked would be living here on the earth. Like the scriptures tell you that their blessing shall be the fatness of the earth, right? And that's why, like for an example, when I work and I go down to Shea Boulevard or in Scottsdale, or if I go to I forget what that other street called, but mainly if you go out here to Scottsdale, you know, deep out here, Scottsdale and things like that, you see these big old homes being built, because right, they're living in the fatness of the earth, right? They're living with they're living and that riches and prosperity that they have, they can give unto their children, right? An inheritance. So the scriptures literally tell you how the wicked would be here on the earth. So it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, right? They're not in trouble as other men, right? All these corrupt politicians and the corrupt government, and the three branches, which is the judicial, legislative branch, and the what is the other one? You got legislative, judicial, and the executive branch. I believe those are the three. But all them motherfuckers in there corrupt. The Republicans, the Democrats, all of that is corruption. Because at the end of the day, that's all these people care about is money. Even the underdogs here in the world, all they care about is money. All they care about is coming up. And people will do some evil, wicked, and corrupt shit just to come up. Look at women. They have a OnlyFans page where you can women can do whatever the hell they want on there and make money from it. It's corrupt, it's wicked, right? So let's keep going. So it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. Come on, man. Who is that talking about? Who is that talking about, man? Right now, you might have your Little Waynes and Jay-Z's and all of them that can, buy a yacht or buy a nice big old mansion. But who do they sign a contract with? And what do they have to rap and sing about in order to make that money? So come on, man. It's predictable on who the scriptures is talking about. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt. And this is what this video is about. Corruption. It's about corruption, it's about wickedness. And that's what you see here on the earth. Is corruption, is wickedness. I might as well again call this the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, part 2. Right? Man, when I be driving down these residential areas where these so-called white people live, and they got the big homes and they got all of that, man, I be like, damn, this motherfucker got a big old house, look like it's 6 or 7 bedrooms, but here, this person over here is living in an apartment and can barely even pay rent. But like the scriptures tell you in Proverbs 22:7, it says the rich ruleth over the poor. Right? The rich ruleth over the poor, man. And this is the thing. This is what you people love so much. You love it because the way your minds are thinking is that I can come up and I can be just like that. That's what you want to be. You want to be corrupt. You want to be wicked. You want to be just like them. Right? You want to be in that position. So the scripture says, envy not the rich. So the scripture says here, it says, verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue wafted through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of full cup are wrong out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches, man. Because this is what America's about. Is about increasing in riches. Even your judge is corrupt. Your judge let somebody walk. All you got to do is pay him a couple $100,000 or $1 million, man. Shit, they put it in your damn movies because that's what people want. People want to live comfortably. But in order for them to do that, they need the fiat. They need that fiat dollar. They need that petrodollar. right? They need that dollar bill, dollar bill, y'all, right? So let's keep going. So Second Ezra 7 and 41, it says, even so now seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increasing. Wickedness have increased, man. Wickedness have most definitely increased. And we got it earlier in Proverbs 29 and 16, where it says, when the wicked multiplieth, transgression increases, right? And you can see that, man. You can see that from these dudes out here that's willing to commit adultery, right? You can see that from your pastor, right? Who will have sex with another man's wife in the church, right? You can see that, man. You got these pastors touching on little children, right? You got these women with their Instagram and Facebook pages naked. It's unbelievable, but it's there. It's in your face. Corruption have increased, and also wickedness. That's why the scriptures tell you in the book of Proverbs, what is that? I want to say that's Proverbs 6 and 17 or something like that. But the scripture says, for I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there. So it says, even so now seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increase, right? And that's pretty much what I wanted on there, man. So we move on. Let's go to right. Let's get some more, man. Because that's what you see, man. You see the world is lying in wickedness. You know, the scriptures tell you in Ecclesiasticus 1 and 9, it says the earth, there's no new thing under the sun. So when you go into the book of Genesis 6 and 5, you know, the scripture says what? It says matter of fact, let's just get it. I believe it says the imagination of men, the hearts of men was evil continually. Let's get it. Genesis 6 and 5. So Genesis 6 and 5, it says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continually. Right? Only evil continually. The scriptures tell you, if you jump down to verse 11, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. It says, and the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. So it's corrupt. It's corrupt. Why? Because going back to the last video I just made, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Right? So, and this is what you're going to see. You're going to see more niggas get shot, more niggas getting locked up, right? You're going to see these things. You're going to see more corruption, more wickedness. You're going to see more of these things taking place. People going to try whatever they can try to make a dollar bill, man. You know, one of the movie, I think it was Don't Be a Menace, when he was like, hey, man, I give these cheeseburgers, man. You give me a dollar or some shit like that. And he was like, man, I don't want to say it, some homo, but you go back to I think it's Don't Be a Menace. Checked out the homeless dude that walked up on him. That's the perception that is out there, but also it's reality, because people do wickedness like that just to gain a buck, man. You know, Jake could kill another so-called black man over a damn dice game for $1, right? But corruption has grown and wickedness have increased, right? You got dudes out there who's okay with their woman getting butt wild, right? Because they know she can gain $1. When I was in the world, and I'll be honest with you, when I was in the world and I was watching, you know, the P, if you know what I mean, that were dudes who would literally record their own wives, you know, getting it in with something or someone, right, to just get a buck, man. This is the wickedness that takes place, right? So, Second Ezra 15:6, it says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Your woman's out of order. The men are out of order. Shit, your children are out of order. Right? But you people love committing wickedness because it allows you to fulfill your pleasures. As long as it feel good, it must be right. That's what if you watch Grey's Anatomy, that's what Avery said. He said if it feel good, it must be right. Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, this is why America gotta go, man. If it feel good, it must be right. So tell that to your pedophile pastors, man. Tell it to the pedophile women and men that's out there, man. Tell that to them. It must have felt good to them to touch little kids, right? So it must be right to them, right? So why they locked up? See, this is the madness that you have in America, man. Bunch of wickedness, confusion. If it feel good, it must be right. What? That's madness, man. And when you really think about it, and you think about all of the shit that's in the world, then you say that statement that was made in Grey's Anatomy was wicked as hell. But that whole TV show was written by a woman. Written by a woman. Why is that not a fucking surprise? Why is that not a fucking surprise? And the scriptures tell you, for she is the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Your woman, your black woman, right? Because it was a so-called black woman that wrote that, man. So if it feel good, it must be right. But here, look, listen to what the scriptures say right here, though. Listen to what the scriptures say right here about the pleasures, right? It says, Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach 19:5, "Whoso taketh pleasure and wickedness shall be condemned. But he that resisteth pleasure crowneth his life." So you got to resist that shit, man. If you get some evil thoughts in your mind of doing something wicked, you got to resist it, man. You got to say, nah, forget that, man. Right? Forget about that and walk away from it. But hey, according to her, if it feel good, it must be right. Women, bro. Women. That's why the majority of you women make up that pie chart. Right? All right, let's go. Let's get another one here. Psalms 55:11. "Wickedness is in the midst thereof." Right? Wickedness is in the midst thereof, man. You can't turn your goddamn head without seeing it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof, man. Hey, building these buildings that I'm looking at right now, the concrete, the building, all of this shit is wicked, man. All of this shit is not how you supposed to build something. Right? You look online, you get on YouTube, you get on Instagram, you get on any of these social media sites, and you're gonna run into something wicked, man. All the time. Something that is corrupt, something that is wicked. All the damn time, man. You know, I was on Instagram the other day because I just wanted to watch some funny videos, and I'm like, damn, you know, women on there just nipples all out. Some woman had a cat literally on her vagina. Like, what the hell is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? These social media sites, man. These devils, man, all they looking at is profiting. They don't give a damn about the wickedness that's coming from it. They look at profiting because the earth was given unto them. So they're made to be crooked. So anything that's gonna put them in a position where they can have all that money, they're gonna do it, man. Which these devils, these Edomites, these elite Edomites, they have all the money in gold and silver. Now they want to try to control souls. Right? So this is the corruption, going back to Genesis 6:9. For the Most High saw corruption. He looked up down upon the earth and saw corruption and wickedness. So this place got to be burnt up, man. Right? So Psalms 55:11, "Wickedness is in the midst thereof, deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Deceit and guile depart not from her seat. For an example, a lot of dudes out there, women will lie to them, right? Will lie about this, will lie about that. You'll be lied to about the jab. You'll be lied to about the court system. You'll be lied to about the jail system. You'll be lied to about the economy. You'll be lied to about a lot of things, man. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets, right? Job, when you go back to the book of John, right, he said, and we know that we are of the Most High. When you go to 1 John 5:9, he said, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness, man. Yes, 2/3 of our people lie in wickedness, man. Right? And the world itself, you people that dwell in the world itself, lieth in wickedness. And this is why the Most High is going to flip the script and turn those keys and hit those buttons and destroy this place off the face of the earth. But other than that, I don't want to prolong the video. I'm going to go ahead and end it from there and say Barakatah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom.